Okay, real quick, let's pray, y'all, okay? So we can get this thing started right. Heavenly Father, God, I thank you so much for tonight. I thank you for all of these awesome girls that are here that have taken time out of their day to spend it together, Lord, in community and in fellowship with one another so that we can grow closer to you. God, it's not about jewelry, Lord, it's about you, and it's about going into the homes of women around Birmingham and just enriching their life and being the hands and feet of your name, Lord. And we're so grateful that we get to do that through Premier. I pray that you bless tonight, that it wouldn't be about me or our awesome guest speaker who is here tonight, Lord, that it would be about you and that you would speak through us. And we're just so, so grateful for all that you're going to do here tonight. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, well, speaking of, this is Amber McCutcheon. Hey, Amber. A big round of applause. Amber is a 2-diamond designer in Gadsden. And I had the privilege of getting to go and spend some time with her team. She's a part of Misty Bartlett's team. And so I've gotten the opportunity to spend some time with them. Oh, thank you. Over the last little bit here. And I'm so thankful for just all the people that kind of took me under their wing when I moved to Birmingham, like Alandra and Misty Bartlett's team and Amber, and just so thankful for them because I don't think I would be doing what I get to do if it weren't for encouragement from other people. So thank y'all so much. So glad that you're here. Okay, we're going to do a couple of fun things. Amber's going to do some training a little bit towards the end. And everyone get their tickets in the bag? Yes? Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay, then I'm going to let y'all pass around. Did everyone get, oh, good. Who passed them? Did she pass them out? Did y'all pass them out? Oh, who needs one? There you go. Okay, all right, our first drawing tonight is for the people that got here on time. Yeah. So I'm so excited for so many people that got here on time tonight. Y'all are awesome. I'm going to draw a prize for this book. It's called Keeping It Personal. And this is a book written by Joan. It's a book of daily devotionals that she wrote. And they're so wonderful and touching. And I hope that this brings you some encouragement, whoever our winner is. All right, so get your clappers ready for... I left mine in there. Beth! And rightly so, because Beth was the first person through my door tonight. Wow. So that was so sweet. Go Beth. Go Beth. Okay, I have on here to do an icebreaker because I just felt like I really wanted us to be more unified and to know one another and to be friends with one another and not just to come to training and sit on my couch and listen to me talk and then leave. I really want us to really be a family, and that's what Premier is all about, is about family. And so we're just going to get to know one another in a fun way, okay? And so I don't know if everyone's in here, and if you're not, it's totally fine, okay? But I want you to take one and pass it around. And it might not make it all the way across, so if you really just are like, don't want to read something out loud, you can pass it to the next person. But here's what we're going to do. Once you get one, we're going to take turns, and we're going to read them out loud, and you're going to try to guess who wrote it, okay? Because nobody put their name on it. And so this will be kind of fun because we don't really know each other all that well to know, like, all of our secrets, you know, or funny stories or silly facts or things like that, okay? And so we're going to try to get this done because we're already behind schedule in 3 minutes, so we're only going to have 3 minutes for an icebreaker, okay? I'm sure you don't want to spend the night here tonight, do you? Probably not.
I don't know. Don't make it too fun. We might want to camp out.
Alright, so we'll let that continue to go around. Okay, I'll start. Okay, are y'all ready?
Yes.
Okay. I graduated from Ole Miss, but I'm actually a huge Auburn fan. Who do you think that is? Y'all just point at people if you don't know people's names.
One of those girls over there.
Over here?
Did you say
an Auburn fan?
That's not you.
With the pearls.
Pearls?
You just
Michelle?
Oh. No, a southern belle.
I think I might know who it is, although I don't know.
They go to college in Mississippi.
No, who else is Ole Miss too?
I went to
Morgan go to Ole Miss?
Alabama.
Did you go to Ole Miss?
Christy.
Oh, you did not go to Ole Miss.
Oh.
All right, tell us who it is. Joanna! Nobody tried. Goodness.
I will have to forgive you.
Did you follow a boy?
I did.
Oh, goodness.
But I did go back to Auburn to my master's.
Okay.
So I do have a degree.
I just confused myself. Okay, all right. Emily, right?
Yes.
Okay, read yours.
This is kind of funny. My cats and I say meow for fun, but we all hate cats.
My cats and
Completely
I.
understand.
My kids. My kids and I.
No, my friends.
Oh, my friends and I. Say meow for fun, but we hate cats. Who's a cat? Who doesn't like cats?
And it says they don't like cats.
And we hate
Hate
cats.
cats. That's Taryn.
I know who.
That would be a good guess, but it's not me.
Okay.
But I do not meow. I don't even like to meow.
I don't know. Okay, tell us who it is.
I don't know either.
Amber. It's like a descriptive word, like meow or woof.
Gotcha.
She does that in her shows.
Do you really?
Yeah, one time, well, a couple of times, if it's just close friends that have been to a lot of shows, instead of saying my name, because, like, they're all my best friends, and that's kind of weird, they'll say meow. And whoever adds, like, pause and gets really fussy.
Ooh, okay. I'm coming to Mallory's party,
So
maybe you
we
should
may
do it.
meow at that one, because it'll be
Okay.
all lifelong girls.
That'll be fun.
So.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
That's awesome.
It's fun, they love it, I think.
Good.
Okay, Amber, read yours.
Oh, Katy Perry's song Roar is my pump-up song on the way to home shows.
Oh. That's a good one. Who likes
Michelle. Is it you?
Is it really? Michelle is so not your character. I don't know. I've never. Alright, can you sing it for us?
No. We're all gonna listen to it. So.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good song. I hope you pray after. I know, I'm sure.
I love Paris but can't speak French.
They like Paris.
I love Paris.
Love Paris, but can't speak French.
speak French.
That's Taryn.
Man, no.
Shoot.
No, not me.
I don't know. Beth.
Christy, that's what I was thinking.
Christy?
Okay. Carmen.
Oh, okay. Give yourself up.
Oh!
See, we learned something about
Oh,
you.
please do. Not
Awesome.
even different.
All right, Michelle.
I went to India twice on mission trips.
Taryn.
Space, okay.
Well, you kind of always have this look like
I would say, oh, cool.
Cecily?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's so cool. Okay, we're going to pause. We'll pick up at Allison at a next, break. Okay? Was that fun?
Yeah.
All right, we'll continue on. Okay, Dave, fashion show. Cue the fashion show.
Do you really want that song?
I do.
Oh.
Okay. If I've talked to you about being part of a fashion show, please stand up.
I think that's why I was so jumping.
That's why
Okay.
she dressed us all up.
Okay, please go down to the end of my hallway.
Maybe we're going to do that all
Y'all gonna follow.
I think you should turn it up, honey.
No, I just told her I wanted to.
Clap for them.
Make them feel really awkward.
All things away.
You said nobody could. They would give me any glory.
Good job.
I don't think you guys tell like you. You forgot about number?
Now we all have to pray, thanks.
Who's going first? Yeah. Alright, you gotta do some spins. Okay, she was really a fashion major, so this should be so easy for her. Yes. Okay, so we're showcasing some of the new Christmas story. If you haven't, no, you can keep that, babe. Keep it up.
We can't hear you.
Yes, they can. Okay, all right. I don't know the names of the new stuff. I should have memorized them. But this is new right here. This purple necklace. It kind of looks bluish in the catalog, but I love it purple. Okay. Oh, and I love these earrings. Don't y'all think these are great? Love those. Okay. All right. Do a little spin.
Oh, another spin.
Spin. Okay, then you put it down. Okay, back up, back up.
Hit pause.
Oh, yeah. No, you can just keep it up, babe. This is one of my new favorite pieces. I love this piece. Anybody know what it's called?
No.
Me neither.
I'm the worst.
Oh, lavish blooms. Lavish blooms. Love lavish blooms. It also looks great with this. I love it with this necklace right here. And this watch that I love. And
I
this
feel like I
right
need to be like
here. Okay, all right. And spin on back to your seat. Okay, who's next? Okay, this is called Taylor. That's right, Taylor. And that has a bracelet that goes with it that can clip to it and make it longer.
There's this thing. It's magnetic. Ooh. And it can clip to make it longer, the bracelet.
Isn't that pretty? Love that. Okay, do some spinning, Michelle, back to your seat. Alright, Cecily.
Earring. I got it.
You gotta watch what these other girls are doing.
I wasn't paying attention.
Alright, this is called Perfect Day. And here's why I think it's called Perfect Day. Because you can be fancy in it. And then if you want to be casual, then you just flip it on around. And you can wear it for any occasion. Isn't that cool? Okay, and then these awesome earrings. And I love this bracelet right here. This bracelet is also reversible. It's got lots of crystals on it for one side. And then you can open it up, flip it around, and wear it again this way. And it's a little bit more on the casual side. Isn't that great? Oh, Taryn's doing good. Alright, Taryn has on the new crimson earrings right here. I love the scarlet, I think is what they're called, scarlet. And I love the scarlet necklace and bracelet that are in the catalog. I just don't have them to show you. But don't these look great on her? Love them. And showing how you can pair new jewelry with old jewelry. We've got Indulgence and Chevron. If you don't have those, I love them. And I love this Rosalie bracelet. You're going to start that over. If you don't have this, this isn't new. But if you don't have it, you got to get it. Okay. Great job. We got two more. Start it on over. This is a great new piece. That fringe is in, y'all. There's so many fringes going on right now. And this is not a it is Christmas. It is Christmas? It is Christmas, yes. But it's not a, what's the word I'm looking for? Yes, thank you. It's not limited edition. Right. And so it's on, which I think is, love it. Okay. All right, y'all give her a big round of applause. Oh, girl. Great. How do they do at rally? Yeah, I like that. Alright, Natalie's got on pattern play. I love pattern play because it's got some blues and some pearl, but then you can flip it over and it's just a solid bronze color. It's a magnetic enhancer. And then she's got the bangles on. Anyone know what these are called? Y'all should have quizzed yourselves before this training.
I just gave somebody a
But doesn't that look great? Oh yeah,
I do love these.
Alright, y'all give it up for everybody. Good job. Thank you, Dave, for the music in the back.
You're blaming it on me.
No, that's great.
You're a great DJ.
That's right. Okay, alright, stand up if you love jewelry. Everybody in the room loves jewelry.
Sorry.
Alright, keep your too. I hope that you brought your CV report, or at least have your whole month memorized from last month, okay? Alright, I want you to remain standing if you did one show last month in September. And clap for yourself. Oh wait, sorry, hold on, everybody stand back up. I've got some new people in the room that have not done any shows, right? Because either they're not jewelers or they're brand new. Okay, so really quick, tell us your name.
Lucretia.
Lucretia is a new jeweler under Alandra. We're so glad that you're here. Welcome, welcome. Okay, then we got Erin, who is considering doing premiere. Yes, glad you're here. And Emily, who's thinking about it too. Yay. And Allison, who's thinking about it too. So glad y'all are here. Okay, now stay standing if you did one home show last month. Okay, keep standing if you did two. Keep standing if you did three. Woohoo! Wow, you girl. Keep standing if you did four. Wow, so good. Okay, if you did five. Woo! Six.
I did more, but I didn't get them in on time.
Well, how many? So you did 6 home shows?
6. Yeah, I think 6.
6
yeah.
home shows. Woo! Good girl. So you get your choice of candy or a prize. I know. Take your choice. Take your choice. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. All right. I just want y'all to know that when you do 4 home shows a month, that keeps you very consistent. And so, so if you are doing 4 home shows a month, applaud yourself because y'all are doing a great job. Okay, you're keeping it consistent. Okay. All right. Stand up if you held a show over $100 last month.
I'm a trainee.
Okay, keep standing if that show is over 200. 300. 400. 500. 600. 700.
9 something.
933.50.
$900 show? I couldn't remember. Okay, Amber, how big was your show?
$1,300.
And Amber was the #1 single highest home show in my entire 10-10-10. Good job. Okay, all right. Stand up. I'm going to talk about our whole month at a glance, okay? So your entire retail for the month. So stand up if your entire retail for the whole month of September was $300 or more. For the whole month. Oh, yeah. Okay. Keep standing if it was $400 or more. 500. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. If your entire retail was over 1,000.
Yeah, I don't remember those. I'm like,
Well, if you had one
I
show.
don't know the exact number, so I don't have to say it.
Well, if you had a show at 1,300, you're at least there.
Yeah. I just wanted to know how gracefully you spend money.
Okay. All right. Cecily, what was your retail for the month?
11.26.
Yay!
25.58.
Michelle, what was yours for the month?
12.24. Apparently it was 20. 29.
Do you remember?
I paid off my whole investment this month.
Okay, Jess, so yours was?
25.58.
Okay, I think you're our winner.
Whoppers so much.
Yay! Oh, you were 29?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, it's not. Yeah, which one do you want?
Sour Patch.
Sour Patch. Oh, and Amber, you were our winner too for the previous one. Pick one. You won our highest single home show.
Thanks. Who said they like Whoppers?
Are you gonna give them away?
Somebody said they like Whoppers. I thought I heard somebody.
Okay, and stand up if you sponsored one person last month in the month of September. But Brittany, you'll get to meet her hopefully next month. She is a girl who lives a life like 50 First Dates. Have y'all seen the movie 50 First Dates? Her husband has no memory of the day before. And so she wakes up every morning and has to tell him every day about their life. And so I'm super pumped for her to be a part of Premiere, and he's super excited for her to be a part of it too, because he doesn't get to work because he can't remember the previous day. And so I think this is going to be a great thing. I think he's going to get to go to a lot of jewelry parties with her, and I think this will be just such an awesome unity for their marriage, and I'm pumped. I wish you could meet her. She's awesome. You're going to love her. She will be here next time. Yes. She's also in nursing school and has a test tomorrow, so it's a legitimate excuse. She has to study. Okay. All right. Okay, y'all, grab your calendars. We're so behind schedule. You ever get so behind schedule? You're pretty good at that. How many days?
21.
At least.
I do like to cut stuff.
I know. Maybe I should cut calendar catch-up. Okay, real quick, y'all, we're just going to do this fast. I just want you to make sure that you have training written down in your calendar on the third Monday of every single month. A lot of work goes into training, and, you know, we don't want to train for nobody, and so make sure you're here so that we can train for people. And so just make sure you put that on your calendar. It's so important. Fun to Share is next Monday. And it is where? Anybody know where Fun to Share is at next Monday?
Michelle's house.
At Michelle's house. Michelle, say that.
There's Michelle.
Michelle is down the street. Really, like down to the stop sign, take a left. She's just right there, so you don't have really any place far to go. It will be at her house. Did y'all like the Evite that I did for training?
Nice.
Was that helpful? Okay, so I'm going to make sure, I should have done this earlier, but I'm going to make sure Michelle has all of y'all's emails so she can send out a Fun to Share Evite, so you can RSVP, let her know how many people are coming. You might even check in with Michelle, see what you can bring, and don't make Michelle do all the cooking. Buster, I'm sure, does not want to cook for y'all. And so if you could help her and maybe, you know, talk with her about bringing something so that y'all can all be Fun to Share together, I'm excited that you guys have that. Okay, really quickly, I want to talk to you about, on November 19th, Randy Draper is coming to Huntsville. It's an hour and a half from here, and it's going to be phenomenal. It's the Tuesday after training, so we have training here on the 18th, and then the 19th is a Tuesday, and Randy Draper will be there. Most of you don't know who Randy Draper is because you're so new in Premiere. The Drapers have been around since the very beginning. And Landra, can you talk about the Drapers for a second?
Yes, he was in construction when the company first started, and they lived in Texas. And it was when the oil business, when the bottom fell out and everything, and they were losing everything that they owned. And he was actually in Andy's Sunday school class, the founder of Premiere. And they decided to give this a try, and Elizabeth pulled a little red wagon with their two little boys all through her neighborhood with these little flyers that were supposed to be a catalog that were awful. And that's how they got started, and they paid off this huge, humongous business debt. $2 million? And I couldn't remember how much, Amber, but huge. And they are just fabulous and share and are so generous with their time and their things that, you know, the material blessings too. He is a wonderful speaker. He can be a preacher. His daddy is a preacher. And just, you don't need to miss it. I mean, you just don't need to miss it.
So it's worth rescheduling a show for.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I rescheduled one.
You did?
I mean, they've been to Birmingham years ago, but it's not an opportunity you look at often.
Yeah, they're phenomenal.
Okay.
Yeah, so anyways,
Is Elizabeth coming too?
I'm not sure. I know for sure. Do you know if Elizabeth is coming? I don't know. I know they were both going to Savannah next. Yeah, soon, like in November 9th. They're going to Savannah, so they might be together. I'm not sure. But just like Landra said, I so recommend it to go. We are going to be going, and our van seats 8. So Dave and I are going to be going, and then we can fit 6 more people in our van if you would like to drive with us. We'll probably leave at 4:30 that Tuesday.
Is there a cost like $10?
I think it's $10 a person. But it will be so good. And if you hop in our car, then you don't even have to drive it. See? So first 6 people to let me know. It's fine in my menu. You know you want to ride in the van. Okay. Okay, and all right, we're going to come back to regional rally. in just a moment. And I would like, actually, you know what, we're just going to talk about Regional Rally right now.
She just wanted me to share how important it is for y'all to come to Regional Rally. Actually, Regional Rally was right before I signed up in Premier this last year. And anyway, it was part of the reason why I chose to do premieres, especially those that are thinking that this would be a great opportunity. If you haven't decided by then, hopefully you will decide by then. But it's a really great opportunity just to be trained on a lot of things like, you know, bookings and just normal business stuff, but also just to get to hear more about the heart of Premier. That's really where, I mean, I'd heard stuff from Danielle and Dave and from some other people, but really just getting to hear firsthand from these leaders and in Premier, just to know that they are really serious about when they say this is a faith-based company and they are dedicated to serving people and sharing the love of Christ. Like, it is so true, and that was just kind of confirmation for me from the Lord, just that this was what He wanted me to do. So I did want to share. This is the little notebook I got from Regional Rally last year, and that I did write down like in huge says keeping it personal and to love on people. And so I just really, that really spoke to me and has just been like a consistent, even going to Rally this summer, just been a consistent theme that Premier is all about. And so they are different, they are set apart. I really believe God is in this company. So it's definitely important that you come. This year the theme is Count It All Joy, which I'm really excited about that because that's a biblical theme. So and November 1st is online registration is when it opens. And then November 15th is, they have a triple ticket deadline, which means if you sign up before November 15th, you get 3 tickets to go into a drawing. After November 15th, it's just 1 ticket. So make sure you sign up before November 15th. December 13th is the deadline for signing up and for submitting your awards and recognitions, I guess. And then your fee is $38 per guest. So it covers like the whole day. It's from 9 to 4, and it covers like your lunch, and I mean it's well worth the $38. So definitely take advantage of that. So, and you'll get a 30% discount if you come on the new jewelry samples that they'll be showing the new spring collection. They'll introduce that jewelry when you go to. So I think that's it.
Yes, thanks, Michelle. Thank you. Date is January 11th. It's a Saturday. And it is at the BJCC downtown. Yes. And I have a little extra promotion running for y'all. You don't have to be in my 10-10-10 people over here. If you register for Rally on the first day that it opens, on November the 1st, if you register for Rally on the very first day and you let me know I have registered for Rally on the very first day, I will put you into a drawing and I will give somebody free Rally registration. So I'll pay you back for your Rally registration. So just an extra little incentive for you to register the day it opens. And let me know. I can actually check it and make sure, so I'll know you're lying. And I'll put your name to a drawing so that somebody can win free Rally registration. Cool? Who's registering on the first day? Everybody. It's only $38. Okay. All right. I have these awesome groups planned for y'all, and as much as I really would love to do these breakout sessions I've got planned, I want to hear from Amber more, and I don't want to take up her time because she has traveled from Gadsden to come speak to us, and I know that she's got just great things to share with us. I've never heard her premiere testimony, and so I'm excited to get to hear that, and I've gotten just a little sample of some of the things that she would like to share with us tonight, and I know that you're going to be encouraged. I know you're going to want to take notes. So I know that my note sheet's so small, so if you brought like a Rally notebook, or obviously stack, to take some notes on, but I would just love to get to hear from her first, because I'm just so excited. Yay. So, Amber, stand on up. Y'all give her a big round of applause.
Well, I am super excited to be here. I love Danielle, and I want to say before I get started that I hope you all know how blessed you are to have her in your Premier family, no matter where she is or in your area, that you get to come to a training. She is awesome. I have an awesome Premier mom, and for somebody who's been in Premier a long time, March will be 10 years that I've been a Joy Lady. And I have seen a lot of other people not have the benefit that I have and you have. I have a great Premier mom in Misty Bartlett, and you have a great Premier upline with Danielle. She is sweet, she loves y'all, and she just tells everybody how awesome and great her team is. And I love getting to know her. So y'all are truly blessed, and just take advantage of all that she gives you. Everybody doesn't get these contests and these trainings, and she really invests in y'all. So be grateful and duplicate that to your own Premier family, and you will grow like she is. So I just love her.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well, I have a lot to share with you. Lots of different topics, and if I get done, we'll do our best at the end. Okay?
Perfect.
Is that good?
And if not, we'll do it next month.
Yeah. Okay. What am I saying first?
Oh, it's up to you. Just do it. You don't have to follow my outline. You
Okay.
just do whatever you like.
Hey, I want to follow the rules. Okay. Well, a little about me. I said that I've been a jeweler for almost 10 years. I started my business when we lived in Coleman, and we lived there 4.5 years. I actually started Premier for fun money. I'm not someone who started it to be a stay-at-home mom. I was already a stay-at-home mom, and I had Joanna, my daughter. She was probably 1.5, I think, yeah, when I started Premier, and she was preemie. We had a crazy delivery, and I had been home with her since she was born. And so I just needed to get out of 2-year-old talk, you know. I needed adult conversation, some mommy time. Do you understand that? I needed some mommy time. I wanted to plan big birthday parties and buy cute clothes for her, and you know, just all of those fun things. And I also wanted to help our family with just the extras, like tires for the car and family vacations and stuff like that. So for 3 years, I did just that. I did very part-time Premier. Whenever I wanted to do shows, I called them and booked shows. And we moved, I'm trying to think what year it was. Let's just say it's been 7.5 years ago. We moved to Gadsden. I was 7 months pregnant with my little boy, and my daughter's Joanna. Aren't you Joanna?
And Joanna got a prayer for fun too.
Oh, really? Oh, awesome. Okay, well, I just was going down this stretch of 59 where there's nothing, and I think I call it a light bulb moment, but I feel like it's just when God speaks to you. And I was like, if I have been so successful, and I have put forth 0 effort for me. I mean, you know, I just did this for fun. What would happen if I really did Premier? Like, I really tried. And Jacob and I had been through that's my husband, been through some really difficult times in our marriage. And we really, really needed like a second honeymoon. Bad. We needed it. But we didn't have the money to do that. When we moved, our cost of living went up. We had a higher mortgage. We were adding a new baby. You know, the area that we moved into was more expensive. And so I decided then that I would start doing Premier full time. So from that moment to the next rally was just a few months. I mean, he was born in April and I was at rally in July. And they announced the Premier Cruise. And I just cried like a baby. I did, because I knew God was answering my prayers with that opportunity. I knew I could do that. It wasn't a matter, because see, I had prayed, God, just show me how I can do this and I'll work. So I knew that God answered my prayer through Premier and that. So I loved that. And I went on that trip for free, and Jacob was $150, and it was awesome. We had a great time, and I've earned every trip since. And so, you know, God answers your prayers in little ways, but He can use Premier in a big way to do that. So that was something little. Most people wouldn't think that's a big deal, but continuously, ever since I did Premier full time, He has met our needs. We put our kids in a private Christian school, and that's one thing that I work to pay for. And just different things that we've needed to come along. My husband works for the Department of Defense, and so he was on sequester this summer, and our hours were cut, and Premier totally took care of us. So it's just constantly God uses my business to meet our needs, and it's just always that just reminder that we're on the right path. And so I love that. That's my Premier story. It's not really majorly exciting, but it's meeting my needs, and I think that's what's so great about it. No matter if you're part-time, like I started, part-time is what I call it. Not even really part-time. To full-time, like actually paying bills, you know. It's been all of that for me. So I love it. I think it's for everybody, no matter your situation. So that's my testimony. Okay, I'm going to talk just really quick about dress for success. I want you to know that when you meet somebody, that first impression is made in about 45 seconds. And they assume all kinds of things that maybe it's not right that they assume those, but they do. Like if you went to college or not, how much money you make, all kind of stuff. And so as Joy Ladies, we really want to make sure that we're giving a good first impression. You can change someone's mind about you, but it takes a long time, a lot of work. So when you are out and about, you want people to know that you are a Joy Lady, you're a business lady. So when you go to Walmart, I know that it's hard and we want to go in yoga pants and a t-shirt because that's convenient and fun, but I want you to remember just a couple of things. Put on some jewelry, even if you're wearing your black t-shirt with your yoga pants. I don't care. Wear something like Grace and your Laura studs that are blinky. If your hair is in a clip, wear your jewelry, put your lip gloss on, add some mascara, and even though you're in a rush, okay, and even if you have to put that jewelry in a Ziploc bag in your car, this is my staple when I'm in a hurry and I need to walk in, because the minute you don't, someone is going to say something to you about needing extra money or whatever, and you're not going to look like the jewelry lady, and you're going to have to say, I know I don't look like it, but, you know, and I know I've been there. I'm speaking from experience. The other thing is when you're at your show, you want people in the room to know who the Jewelry Lady is. One reason it gives you credibility. Just by looking like the Jewelry Lady, they think you know what you're talking about. Does anybody here know nothing about fashion?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay. But just because you look like it, they're going to think you do, okay? So just wearing something that shows your jewelry and just having a natural haircut, you know, just something, you know, kind of updated. If you haven't redone your hair in about 10 years, it's probably time, okay? And that doesn't have to be drastic. You can do some layers, you can add bangs, you can do no bangs, you know, nothing major. Just do something natural. Wear some natural makeup. If you don't love makeup, put lip gloss and mascara on. It'll just help you look like you have some makeup on. But you just want to put your best foot forward and make a good first impression. And no blue jeans at your jewelry show. And I don't mean like dressy trouser jeans. You know, we all know there's trouser pants, but the reason you don't want to do that is because you don't want them looking for the jewelry lady. You want to be professional, and it shows that you're taking your job seriously. So all of those things just help make a good first impression. So be the jewelry lady. When you go out and about, you want to advertise your business. That's a great thing about Premier, your walking advertisement. Use that opportunity, be intentional, and wear things that are eye-catching. A good rule of thumb is if you go to the mall and you're shopping all day and no one compliments your jewelry, you're probably not wearing the right thing, okay? Because women compliment jewelry and babies. That's the two things that they don't have to know you. Your baby's so cute, and I love your necklace. Those are two things that someone will compliment you on regardless of your relationship. So try something different. And even if you like the smallest little shine necklace and you're just super simple, get out of your box and put on some bling and go out and be intentional. And when you get a compliment, be sure you have yourself a little commercial, a little 30-second commercial about your business. Nothing like vomit in the mouth. Oh my gosh, I love Premier, 30% free. You know, you really want to be not scary jewelry lady, okay? But have you a little something that you're prepared to say. Have your notepad, take her name and number, because if you don't get her name and number, she's not calling you, okay? Even if you give the business card. So be prepared, okay? And that's why we want to look like a jewelry lady. We want to take the most of every opportunity, okay? We want to put our best foot forward. We want to be ready for all those people that are going to compliment what you have on. Okay, next is, oh, I love this, tips. Okay, tips for fall. I got some good ones. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Fall is my busiest season. I love it. I have a hard time saying no. I end up packing in a million parties like a crazy lady, and then I think, what did I do? And then I remind myself, I know what I did. I'm paying cash for my Christmas, right? So that's why I work so hard. Okay, well, when your fall is busy, I'm going to give you some tips to keep your shows on your calendar, because a lot of times it gets hard to communicate, but that's the key, is communicating. First is the hostess coach. I believe that in-home hostess coach is the best, but you know what? It doesn't matter where you do it, really. I mean, that's a really great way, and it's fantastic, and if you have time and you can go to her house and sit down with her for 10 or 15 minutes and get to know her and share the business and all that, it's fantastic. Do it. But if you're really busy and you've got more shows on your calendar than you can get around, then hostess coach over the phone if you have to, but just do it. And what hostess coaching means, if you're a new jeweler, you first of all don't tell her that your hostess coaching her. That's a jewelry lady term, and she'll be like, "What is she doing to me?" I sometimes give the hostess packet at the show, and I just say, "I'm going to call you within 24 hours. So tomorrow, sometime, tell me what time's good, and I'm going to go over everything that's in this packet." And then I call and I say, "Dump your packet out. Let's talk about it. Can't wait, to do your show." But what hostess coaching is, just like a coach teaches the team what to do, your hostess does not know how to have a successful show. You do, but she doesn't. So you're just teaching her how to have a great jewelry show because you want her to have a great experience, get lots of free jewelry. It helps you and it helps her. And if she knows what to do and knows what to expect, she's more likely to keep the date. She feels more confident about it. You're setting her up for success. And so you're just going to talk with her about, make sure she knows that it's 30% free, not 30% off. Just little things like that. How does she achieve her, I almost say bonuses, gift cards, so used to bonuses. Another thing that you can do is the night that she books the party, text her, email her, whatever. You're going to ask her your best form of communication. I write it in my planner. I say, what's the best way to communicate with you? Text, email, do you like a phone call? Are you on Facebook all the time? Whatever she tells me she wants, that's what I do. If you know that she says text is good for me, there's something called Red Stamp. Does anybody know about Red Stamp? Okay, I know about this. I don't do this. Okay, so I am paper and pen kind of girl. I'm not really a smartphone girl, but lots of my jewelers are, and so I've learned this. I learned enough to share it with you. It's a great idea. One of my jewelers, Rebecca Southern, sends a save the date through Red Stamp, and it's got a cute picture of jewelry, and it says, "I'm so excited about your jewelry show. Here's a save the date." And she has a cute picture of jewelry. It has the date and time of her jewelry show, and she just says, "Text this to all your friends." And so the next day, the girl gets the text. All she has to do is forward it to all of her friends, and it's a save the date for her party. I think that's fantastic.
It's a free app.
Okay.
Red Stamp.
It's only on Apple, so it's only for Apple.
If you are like me, then guess what you do? You can do a little selfie picture with your jewelry on, or you can take a picture of your favorite piece and just text it to her and say, "Hey, send this to your friends. I'm so excited about your show." You don't have to have all the new technology, but just getting her excited. Give her something to share with her friends. If she's Facebook, then I take one of our cute little, the little outfits with the jewelry, whatever. Something that somebody's put on Facebook that I love, I'll just save it and send it to her. If she has a favorite piece, you could ask her, "What's your favorite piece?" Send her a picture of the favorite piece. Say, "This is your favorite piece." Send it to all your friends, tell them why you love it, and save the date for your jewelry show. But I love that idea because it's quick communication. Also, Premier has the new postcards for your bonuses. Now, when we had the four $25 bonuses, I've used these forever, and they work wonderful for me. And I'll tell you, I send a postcard as a reminder for, I've already told her in the hostess coaching about how to achieve those gift cards. But I just send a reminder postcard. Another thing that I did before that I love so much, because I love fun mail, I was mailing just a little blank note card. "I'm so excited about your show. I've enclosed a $50 gift card for you. When you have $100 in pre-sales and keep your show on," and I'll give her the date, "you can redeem this card with me the night of your jewelry show." And I enclose the $50 gift card, and I mail it to her in the mail. That's super fun. So let me just say, if I booked a show with another company and they mailed me, and I opened up and it had a $50 gift card, and they said, "All I have to do is not change my date and have $100 in advance orders," I'm going to do that. $50, that's a lot of free product. Most companies don't give you that much for the whole party. So I thought that was a lot of fun, and that definitely helps me keep some shows and get pre-sales. I see that work for me all the time. I also use a Facebook invite, and I ask my hostesses to do a Facebook invite, not for the main form of communication. I just tell them right out front that Facebook invites do not get a great response. A lot of people don't check their events, and other times it's just impersonal. So I always recommend either personal invitation, calling, or I'm going to mail invitations for you, one or the other. But I did a lot of hostess coaching on the way here tonight, And I just said, let's go ahead and do it because I have learned that I can create excitement through that, and it's a good reminder. So what I do is I post, like right now, my show tomorrow night, I've already posted today cute clip art that says October, no tricks, all treats, Premier Designs, and it's got like pumpkins and cupcakes and stuff, something I found on Facebook. You know, and I'm excited about the show. I put the customer special, you know, a few days ago. Periodically, I go on those events, and every time you go on the event, everyone who's invited gets a notification in their notification box. And so they're seeing, oh yeah, that's right, that party. And I'll post new pictures. I have something I'll show you in just a second. A game day jewelry. I've been doing Alabama and Auburn jewelry on there. Just all kind of things I do to get them excited about the show. So I do that just to create excitement, not for the invitation. Okay, I use that for excitement. I do popcorn calls and texts, which is what I just did on the way here. I've called almost every hostess I have for November and just said, hey, I'm excited about your show, I can't wait, and whatever, you know, I needed to tell her, whether it was the 50% promotion, whatever, I just got her excited. A popcorn phone call is 2 to 3 minutes. That's okay, I was able to do all those people on the way here, because it's just super quick, you know. I'm just getting her excited, reminding her that I can't wait, and we're going to have so much fun. And just giving her an additional tip. How are your pre-sales going? Do you need anything from me? You know, do you need an extra catalog? Just let her know that I'm there, I want to help you, kind of thing. Okay, another great tip is turning a no into catalog show. Okay, now I don't stand up and talk about this at my jewelry party because I want home shows. Home shows are the heart of our business. This is where we meet people. We sell a lot more jewelry because, you know, it's so much better in person, right? We teach them fun ways to wear it. Just creating that desire for jewelry. We have the opportunity to book parties. We also have the opportunity to, you know, sponsor jewelers. Somebody in that room needs premiere. Home shows are where it's at, okay? But we all know somebody who just will not have a show. And usually at checkout is when I do this, but I offer her some things through the holidays, okay? And this one is called Turkey Trot. Y'all ever heard of Turkey Trot? I love Turkey Trot, okay? And this, I'll read it to you. Last year, I did Disney for free. I did 101 shows in 2012, 22 of them in December. And one of the ways that I did that, one of the ways I did that was something like Turkey Trot. There's also Reindeer Run. And I'm going to tell you first about a catalog show and how to make this a show to go. But I want to tell you, girls working on Quick Start, I don't recommend this, okay? You want to do a jewelry show anytime. Even if they want to do it later, it's always better. This is for the no, okay? Not the maybe later. This is for the no, I'm not interested. I don't have time and she's just not going to book. Okay, Turkey Trot says, collect as many Premier Designs jewelry orders as you can while you're visiting family and friends over the Thanksgiving holiday. Email or mail your orders to me by December the 4th. On combined order sales of $100 or more, you'll receive 1 item half price and 20% of the sales in free jewelry. This is Premier's catalog plan. 20% free, 1 item half price. Bonus, the highest sales in the Turkey Trot contest will receive a fabulous prize. It doesn't even say what the prize is. So if nobody but one person, you know, you can do a small fabulous prize. If you have a bunch, you can do a big fabulous prize, whatever you want to do. Okay, so it says call or text Amber McCutcheon to say, yes, I want to do the Turkey Trot, and I'll send you catalogs and order forms. Guests can also use my new web page to view the catalog, and I give the information to my access code, and it has my name and my number, and then my Facebook page. So here's what happens. I'm at checkout, and a girl says, I just can't do it. You know, that's okay. Do you know people at work or friends and family that you're going to see, you know, over Thanksgiving holiday that might want to lift the book and do some Christmas shopping? Yeah, maybe I do. Okay, well, how does this sound? I'm going to give you a Turkey Trot to take with you. You get $100 in sales. You're going to get an item half price and 20% free. Does that sound fun? Yes. Okay, what day are we going to close out? We've marked in my calendar a day for her to turn that all into me. When she calls me to say, hey, Amber, I've got my $100 in sales, guess what? That sometimes is $250 in sales. It doesn't mean it's just $100, okay? I said, do you know what? If you and 2 friends meet me at Chick-fil-A for 15 minutes, we can do a fun show to go, and you can get even more free jewelry. And I do a show with a few of her friends at a fast food restaurant, really quick, and she gets even more free jewelry because I'm going to cover everything. And what I love about it is I actually book home shows from these, okay? So I love that. Do I book as many as I do at a home show? No. but it's a great way to reach someone who is a no. It also adds me a little Christmas cash, you know, on top of my shows that I've got going on. So I love Turkey Trot. This is on Kathy Fall's website, and it is called pdjeweler.com.
It's on the Rockstars.
It is? You got it? She has it. Never mind. Go to Danielle. I told y'all she was awesome. Okay. All right. Go ahead now and book shows for the new year. And I want to teach you how to do that. Does anybody have somebody that says, I have to check my kid's schedule, or can I get back with you? You ever heard that?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to talk about that real quick. Okay, so here is my planner. I am a little OCD when it comes to my planner, so y'all forgive me. I have to have January through December, and that's it. Only 1 year in here. I can't take it. So mine is just 1 year, so I don't have January, but we're going to flip to November, okay? Do you see it's highlighted? Okay. I love to highlight my calendar. Green is typically, remember I said I don't know how to say no. Do you see all these dates that aren't green where I booked parties? I'm supposed to move that. Do you do that? I'm terrible. Okay. Well, the green dates are really when I'm supposed to do jewelry shows, and that means I'm making money that night, and that's why I do it green. Okay, helps me. And then the blue is my family stuff, and my pink is trainings, and I always mark my trainings first because training is really, really important. So go ahead and mark all of your trainings that Danielle offers you in your calendar. So here's what I do. If she wants January, now we already know that the first week of January is a little difficult. Not to say you won't do one on the 4th or 5th, but we've got New Year's, okay? And we already know that we're going to rally, right? So you can mark that. So what you need to do is go ahead and mark the things you already have. And when she says, you know, I would love to do a show, but I just can't do it until after the first of the year. Great! That's what I'm booking for right now. I'm so excited. Don't act like, well, I already have a clue what I'm doing in January. Go ahead and mark that, okay? And don't act wide open. This is what you say. Well, you know what? What day of the week would work best for you? Okay? And she's going to tell you a day. Let's just say she says, well, I had this happen Sunday. Saturday and Thursday. And I say to her, I don't work Saturdays, that's my family day. Did you know, ladies, that you can decide when you do your jewelry shows? And whenever you say you're going to do your jewelry show, they will book on that day. I had a jeweler in my downline one time say, I am working so hard to not work Saturdays. I'm cutting down to 1 a month. How do you do it? I said, I just say it's my family day. That's my family time with my family. And they respect that 100%. So I've got Friday night, I've got a Sunday afternoon, you know, just different times that I do shows. So this happened, and she said, well, then it's going to be Thursday. And then I said, well, that would be great. So I am getting new jewelry on this day. That leaves us 2 Thursdays with a new line. Which one sounds good to you? And guess what? She picked a day. If you can give her 2 to 3 dates, she will go ahead and pick one. She knows when her payday is. She knows what's going to sound good to her. So what you do is not just narrow it down to sometime after Christmas. You're going to say what month. If she says February or March, I'm going to say, do you love doing a jewelry show when there's a great promotion? Yes. Well, in January, I don't know what it is, but we always have a great hostess promotion. What about towards the end of January? Does that sound good to you? Sure. What day of the week would be good for you? Okay, do you see how I'm doing this? We're just taking these little baby steps. When you give her 2 to 3 dates to choose from, she'll pick one. Okay, and that's how to go ahead and get her on the calendar right away. And you want to do that now. You want to do that for November and December, but go ahead and don't act like January's forever away. It's not. You can book for January, February, and March. I'm already booking through March right now because that's only 5 months, ladies. That's not like it is next year, but it's not a year away. So I hope that will help you get some dates on your January. Okay. Oh, I'm excited. Checkout. It's my favorite time. Does anybody love their checkout time as much as I do? I don't know. I love checkout time. This is my checkout bag. I've had this bag forever. It's like retired 31. But I use this, and I have this before Premier. Premier's got like a black bag with your different compartments, and so this is what I have a checkout bag for. Everything I need is in this bag.
What are you saying? Are you making us up or something? What are you doing?
Wake up.
Wake up! Okay. I want you to make the most of your checkout time. I've got 6 little tips here for you. The first one is that you want to be prepared. And here's how to be prepared. Have a checkout bag that's organized. So I'm going to tell you some things that you might want to have in there. First of all, you want to have your calendar highlighted, which we just talked about. But these are other things to talk about. Know when your next training is, the next OP night is, your open dates for your next show, and the next time that you can share the business and hostess coach. All of that you need to know before you go into the show. What is on my schedule and what do I have open? Danielle just told y'all about your fun to share, so you want to put that on there. And the reason why is somebody's going to need to know about Premier, and you want to know, when can I share with them? Okay, and what if we, when is your fun to share? Monday? Okay, so if you're going to show Thursday night, or Friday, or Saturday, and someone's interested, guess what you're doing? You got a great fun to share coming up. But if you don't have it on your calendar, you won't know to invite her, and then you'll get in the car and say, oh gosh, I wish I told her, and I got to call her back. So know what's going on. Have girlfriend packets. If you don't know what that is, do y'all know what a girlfriend packet is?
No. It's like a curiosity packet.
Yes, a girlfriend packet is, it's just anything like this, but what we call a girlfriend packet in my Premier family is a clear little cellophane bag, and there's two brochures there. One is about the business opportunity, the small one. Doesn't tell about the price of the kit and all that. It's the small one because it fits in the bag. And the we call the mini catalog the bestseller catalog. You put that in there, and inside the bestseller is your first 10 shows and your profit. Okay. I'm sorry, that's inside your business opportunity, and inside your mini catalog is our hostess plan, okay, and you have a business card stapled to the outside. Anyway, that is kind of like a girlfriend packet, whatever y'all use. What curiosity packet? Curiosity packet would be the same thing for you. Gift cards. Let me show you this. The Drapers sell these, and they make them. They're called Guilt-Free Shopping Spree. It says Premier Designs gift card. On the back, the blank is for the amount. It says retail value cannot be surrendered for cash. This card is issued by and redeemed with your favorite jewelry lady, only as identified below. To redeem this card, call your favorite jewelry lady at the number below, and then you would put your name and number. I use these, so if you, and I'm going to tell you in a minute how, but I'm going to give away this pack to somebody too. Okay. But you can buy those from the Drapers. They don't make money on them, so it's not a money maker. It's just, I don't know if they make them or what, but that's where I got them. So you would want something like that. Hostess packets, have them ready. Don't build them while they're waiting. It takes away from the other part of the show. Okay, and have your guest surveys collected and with you at your checkout. If you don't use a guest survey, I know Danielle believes in this. Guest survey is where it's at. You got to have it. It's like against Premier law, in my opinion, to not use a guest survey. It hurts your business so bad. So you can call it what you want. Mine says, how may I serve you? And I just say, this helps me know how I can serve you better. Because people don't like to fill out a survey. So mine says, how may I serve you? But whatever you want to do, just have them. Have them there at checkout. I'm going to tell you why in a second. Okay, number 2, try to find a place to check out away from people in the crowd. That's not always possible. That's why everything's in my bag. I have to sometimes go from seat to seat, and I just take my bag with me. But other times, you would have an opportunity. And Danielle's home, I would be in another one of these rooms doing the checkout. And here's some reasons why. First of all, her boss may be there, and she's interested in the business. And that just may not be a good thing for her to know about. Another thing is sometimes people don't want other people to know how much money they spent. Maybe it's not as much as somebody else. Maybe it's a whole lot more than everybody else. I don't know. But they don't want people knowing how much money they spent. Somebody could be doing Christmas shopping for somebody else there. That's happening a lot right now. Okay, and maybe she wants to share something with you privately. I have had, you just can't imagine the people that will just tell me all kinds of personal stuff because they just need to get it off their chest. And a perfect stranger is no better person, you know. And I'm happy it builds a relationship with us, and I help. That's part of my love of Premier is encouraging and being able to be there for somebody like that. So all those reasons and more, you want to, if at all possible, check out in a different area. Number 3, always smile. Everybody likes a friendly face, okay? Okay, now when you get to check out, I want you to ask them questions that require more than a simple yes or no answer, okay? This is really important. Don't say, do you want to have a jewelry show? What is she going to say? Yes or no? Okay? Alright, so I'm going to give you some examples. Were you able to get everything on your wish list? What is she going to say to that? well, I really wasn't. I liked a lot, but, you know, I can't get it all tonight. You know, something like that. I noticed how much fun you had tonight. I would love to come do a fun girls' night with you and your friends. Okay, what's she going to say to that? I saw your Love It list, girl, and you need to have me come over and have a fun girls' night so you can get your list for free and half price. I use a Love It list or a wish list or whatever. So you can say, I saw your wish list, you need to have me come over. That thing was long. You know, I'd love to help you get the rest of that free and half price. And the reason that you're doing that is it gives her an opportunity to share with you why she didn't book a show. The no is not really a no. Did anybody here mark no on their survey? For anything, y'all all marked yes at surveys? Oh, y'all are awesome. Usually people, did you mark no? I was going to say, there's got to be some no's. No is just like, I really don't know sometimes, okay? Or there's something I'm fearful of. Okay, many times it means I'm busy. It can mean my house is small. Or I don't like where I live. I don't want people coming there. That happens. I don't know enough people. All these kinds of things. So by asking these questions that require more than a yes or no, it's going to give you an opportunity to do some encouraging. Just help her know that, hey, anybody can come to a show. We don't have to have it at your house. We don't have to have a big group, you know. A lot of times if we had a crowd like this at a jewelry show, we might not book as many shows. It's like, oh my goodness, you have 20 people there. I don't even know 20 people, you know. So there's a lot of different reasons that you want to ask questions that help her to share with you what kept her from booking a jewelry show in your game. Hopefully you're playing a game to get bookings. Yes?
Yes.
Woohoo, good. Okay. This knowledge is going to help you overcome her objections. Have you ever heard of feel, felt, found? Okay, this is what you use. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. This is what I found. Now, I do not want you to lie, and that's another good reason to come to a training, because you learn from other people's experiences. And you may not have started Premier for part-time fun money, but now that you've heard me talk about it, you know that, hey, I know how you feel. Amber did that, you know, and here's what she found, okay? Same thing. You know that my husband was laid off from his job, and this helped supplement our income. You know that I did this full-time too, that I earned trips. That's a great thing about hearing testimonies and coming to trainings, because you're not going to experience every objection that you're going to hear, but by hearing other people's experiences, you're going to learn to relate to everybody, okay? And so that just comes with being here, so keep coming. But one thing that you're going to say is, okay, tell me your house is too small. Oh, I'd love to do a show with your friends.
We just live in an apartment, you know, it's just too small.
Girl, I know how you feel. Let me tell you what I found. I did a show for a lady, and we had to sit in the floor. Everybody was just crammed in so close together, and it was so fun. It creates the most cozy and exciting atmosphere. Small shows are my favorite. That's what I would say to her, and that's the truth. Because I have done so many shows, and we are cramped in, and it is just so fun. And so I would just tell her, girl, I know what you feel like. I have been in shows like that, and let me tell you what I found. It is an awesome atmosphere, okay? And what I'm doing is helping her see.
It's better to sit on the floor at training.
Yes, see, it's so cozy, isn't it? Okay, so those are the things that we're looking for. Just things to help her overcome that objection. So you're going to use feel, felt, and found. And if it's not about you, it's going to be about something that you've learned or heard about or experienced. And you're going to use that through bookings and through sponsoring. Sponsoring fears you the same way. If someone says to you, I'm scared I'm not going to have any shows on my calendar. How many people worried about that when you first started in this business? Exactly. And you're going to say, girl, I know how you feel. I felt the same way, and here's what I found. Okay? And then she's going to say, well, that's awesome, because she felt like I felt. And look, it's working for her. So you're validating her fear, and then you're showing her there's, you know, see past that. So I love feel, felt, found. Okay, I want, do we have any extra tickets?
Oh, to give out?
Yeah.
There's tickets right here.
Right here? Okay, good. So I'm going to give 3 tickets, and I want somebody to share with me, and I'm going to respond, something that someone has said to you about they didn't have a show because, or they were worried, whatever. Something that somebody's asked you, and you're just like, I don't know what I should have said. So ask me now. I'm the jewelry lady, and you're the customer. What has somebody said?
I'm new in town and I don't know anybody yet.
Oh my goodness, girl. Here's your ticket. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. I moved my business from Coleman to Southside, and I didn't know anybody. And I started my business by doing shows with just my neighbors. And they came, and I said, more than buying anything, I just want you to have a show. You're going to get a ton of free jewelry. And all of my business actually came from just my neighbors around me. And I've been a jewelry lady now in that town for 7 years. So you can do it. I know you can. I'll help you. Okay? How do you feel?
Encouraged.
Good. Okay, I think she hit first.
Good.
Okay, my house is a wreck. None of my friends at work like jewelry because they're programmers, which is what I used to do. And there's already a premier jewelry lady at my church.
Okay, is she wanting to have a party or sell premiere?
She's my mom, and she is wanting to avoid a party.
A party. Okay.
Yes, a party. Sorry.
Okay, so let me think. She's a programmer at work. Nobody buys the jewelry. Somebody at her church sells it, and
Her house is a wreck.
her house is a wreck. Okay.
And I live too far away from everybody else to do it at my house.
Okay,
There's also
so
that
here's what you say.
Okay.
First of all,
Sorry.
when you go into a community, know the places around you that you can have a party. Okay, they're public places. So know if there is a place that has a side room. You can ask your hostess if you're not familiar with the area. Know just some things like that. Like, I live in a town where Top of the River has a room, Shoney's has a back room. There's just some places that have a room that you can do show. A coffee shop. You want to know some places, okay? So I would say to you, girl, we do not have to do the show at your house, and you don't have to clean. That's the great thing. Anywhere my jewelry can meet your friends is a jewelry party. Doesn't even matter where we have it, okay? If my jewelry meets your friends, we're having a jewelry show, okay? And then I would say, don't worry about the programmers from your work. Your job is not to sell the jewelry. That's my job, okay? You just have them there. Ladies love to give premieres gifts. It's an awesome gift item. And I know that you know someone that sells it at your church, but the great thing is we know people outside your church. And even your church family would want to support you. Just because they purchase from your show doesn't mean they're not supporting their jewelry lady, okay? So they're going to want to help you. And we know a lot. We're going to invite from different groups too, not just your church family, okay? So even if they're not able to come, we have other people. So don't worry about the sales. That's my job. And the jewelry's going to sell itself. And don't clean your house. Let's have it somewhere else. How does that sound?
Perfect.
Okay.
You give me lots for it.
And I'm your husband.
And she's in Gadsden, so you might actually be the jewelry lady at her church.
I'm not.
I wrote down Top of the River. I'm like, we are having this party at Top of the River.
Yeah. Top of the River has a ring. Yeah, and there's a lot of coffee shops in Gadsden.
Okay.
What's yours?
I had someone say, I don't like any of the jewelry.
Okay.
And I would feel very, very uncomfortable inviting people over where they're forced to buy jewelry I don't even like.
Okay. Is this someone that you know?
Personally.
That you know really well?
Yeah, so she was blunt. She was blunt.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's okay. So this is what you say. Look, I understand that you don't care for the jewelry, but I'm not going to force anybody to buy anything. What we do at a show is have fun. It's all about fun. If they choose to purchase, great. If they don't, that's fine too. But you're helping me out by just inviting me over and letting your friends see it. And who knows, even though you might not like it, they may love it for themselves or for gifts, and it gives me an opportunity to meet new people. So if you don't mind helping me out, just having some girls over, you could give this free jewelry that you earn as gifts, or we could give it away at the end of the night to all your guests, you know, and do a mystery hostess thing, and you could give back to them. So that's what I would say to her.
You could do jewelry for a cause.
Yeah, you could do jewelry for a cause. Yeah, that's a good one too. You could do jewelry for a cause, her favorite charity. She might feel better.
And then she'll look like, you know, a nice
And you
person.
decide your
I mean, you know, for real. I mean, it'll make her look good. She doesn't like it jewelry.
Yes, I decide that too. So any of that is good. Hold your tickets. Maybe put your name on it, because I think
Yeah, put your name on it and we'll put it back in
Yeah, put it in there, because I'm going to draw for these other things in a
Did
minute.
you get a ticket back?
Okay, so now we talked to her about a show. Alright, we've done that. Because we're going to cover all of this at checkout. And listen, trust me, it goes really quickly, okay? But you don't want to miss an opportunity. So when she comes up to you with her order form, the first thing you're going to do is take out her guest survey. And you're going to lay it right there beside the order form, and you're going to already have glanced. As soon as you hand out catalogs, and I don't know when you do this, when I do the end of my show, that's when I give a catalog. But whenever your people start shopping, when they're first looking through the catalog, they're first going to the jewelry, that is your couple of minutes. Nobody needs you right that second. Flip through and look at your questions that say booking and are they interested in the business. And just to give you a little stack of yes, my interest people, and my all knows. Just to help you kind of know who put a face and a name with who said they wanted to hear more about Premiere, who said they're wanting to have a show. Go ahead and do that. Then when you are your checkout area, so I'm in Danielle's den in here, and I'm doing my checkout, and I've got all my surveys, and Joanna comes in, and she's like, okay, you know, I'm ready, and I'm so excited, you know, let me get your, how may I serve you out, and, you know, because I just out like this part of my job, I need to see what she's been on here, so I can serve her. And so I'm noticing that she's all nose, okay? And that, so I'm saying something like, Joanna, did you get everything that you wanted tonight that was on your love it list? Did you get it all? No. Okay. So then I'm going to talk to her about having a show, okay? Just like we talked about. Then I'm going to say, oh my goodness, I love the stuff that you picked out. Do you have the earrings to match this necklace and bracelet? Or do you have some earrings at home that match that? I'm just wanting to make sure that she's got everything that she wants, okay? This is an opportunity to kind of increase some sales at your show. Another thing that you would say, I always do this right now. I tell them how many dollars they are away from their next $10 item, okay? I add up their total, and I say if it's a $65 order, you're $10 away. If it's a $130 order, you're $20 away from getting another $10 item, another $50 piece of jewelry for only $10. I always tell them where they are away, because sometimes they just don't pay attention. And they might be $40 away from the next thing. Oh, well, I wanted that necklace. Give me that, and then I'll get that for a Christmas gift. So it's not because they don't want it, and I'm not going to push. I'm just going to say, do you have something that matches that? I just did this at a show, and she's like, she wanted the most wanted bracelet and the necklace, and I said, do you have earrings to go with that? And she said, well, actually I don't. I said, well, there's some to match, or here, this, or that, and then she added the earrings. So just offer that. Just offer that service of, do you have everything you need to complete this ensemble? Okay. Number 5 is you're going to offer her a gift card for hearing more about the earning opportunity. Now, you don't have to do this. You can offer her coffee. Okay? You can offer her dessert at her favorite restaurant. You're going to offer her something to hear about your business opportunity. I offer a gift card. Okay? What I want you to take away from this is there's not one right way to do this, okay? You can be who you want to be in Premiere and do whatever works best for your business, okay? And I'm just giving you some ideas. So if you want to use a gift card, great, but that's not the reason that it's successful. The reason is that I take the opportunity to share, and then I follow up, okay? So I use the gift card, and let me tell you what I do. This gift card is for $10 to everybody who said no, okay? And it's redeemable on their next purchase, and it's only redeemable for 1 week. They call, they hear about Premiere on the Draper call, and then they have to call me and tell me what they loved about it, or if they have any questions, okay? If they're just a flat out no, I give it to them anyway and tell them, I'd love for you to be a referral. If you want to save $10, you can hear more about our business, okay? That's if they don't want any information. If they are a hostess, this is $25, okay? I add it onto their show. Now look, you make your own. You might want to do it $15. I mean, you might want to do them all $10. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you what mine is. $25. It's redeemable at their jewelry show, okay? And there's 2 things that we do. I always tell my hostesses a little bit about Premiere in my hostess coaching, okay? She's already heard me say some things. I have her listen with her husband if she's married. What are they listening to? Oh, I'm sorry. It's Elizabeth and Randy Draper recorded a call. It's 25 minutes long, and it tells everything you want to know about Premiere. It's a great option for letting somebody listen before an OP, or letting your hostess listen with her husband. Just, a lot of people are using it in different ways. And I actually have the call on my phone, the number, so I'll look it up in a minute if anybody wants to call and listen in. But it's a really neat thing. A lot of people have sponsored a lot of jewelers, that, especially hostesses. Lots of hostesses have been sponsored with the call. But the call works when you follow up, okay? And I always share something about my business, with my hostess, just about 10 to 15 minutes, kind of like what Danielle just did, okay? The way we do that on phone and in person. But then I say, if you and your husband listen to this call, you're going to be able to call me with any questions you or he has, okay? And after I hear from you, you're going to be able to redeem this at your show for an additional $25 in free jewelry. What I love about the call is Elizabeth talks about the emotional part and Randy shares the money. And it's great for the husband to hear it from a man, you know. So I let them listen as a team. So I love that. But you can use these cards for anything you want. Like if you are in town and someone compliments your jewelry, you could use it like a coupon. $10 off a $40 purchase.
So you just write the number on there. Okay.
I write on the back. You can use these for anything. They're just blank. So I actually write the conference call number, the access code, my name, my phone number, all with a fine Sharpie on the back of these. And I have them in my bag. And they go in every hostess packet. And there's a follow-along form. It's like a fill-in-the-blank thing that you can include if you want to. But I put those in all of my hostess packets. So I offer this to every single person. If they're interested in the business, I offer it with a date to share the business. They listen just like some information, like you would give the little brochure, okay? Then they come, they already kind of know about Premier, and I talk to them about my experience with Premier and answer their questions that they've got from the call over coffee or whatever. So that's how I use the call. But you can use, you know, that call if you want or whatever. Like I said, you don't even have to do the call. If you want to just offer, you know, your own, it has nothing to do with the call. Just $10 for meeting me for coffee to share the business. It doesn't have to be the call. You can do whatever you're already doing. If something you're doing is working great for you, something Danielle's taught you is wonderful, do that. But I love the gift card. Okay, it makes them feel like, ooh, gift card. And I always put a timeline on it. Remember I said the 1 week. I do 1 week for that.
Where do you get those gift cards?
From the Drapers, and it's forjewelersonly.com, and the password is SSAndy.
The number 4 or
the number 4.
Okay.
And you can order these. I think they're $6 or $7, and it's $50 in here. But you want to give away these?
Yes.
Somebody want to win them?
Yes. I need these tickets. Okay, I know I gave tickets to everybody who got here on time. Is there anybody sitting in this room that doesn't have a ticket? Anybody that doesn't have a ticket? Everyone has at least a ticket. Yes? Okay. Be set. Bring them out in here.
Oh, I'm letting you do it.
Taryn! There you go. Yeah, y'all get those clappers back out.
Okay, so after I've already offered whatever way you want to share the business with her, then last, our number 6, is thank her so much for her order. Be sure that you let her know how much you enjoyed meeting her.
Okay.
And what I do is I give her her receipt. My name and number's on there. You can also give a business card if you want to. And I just say, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate your order. This is my name and number. Please let me know how I can serve you in the future. Just want to know, I appreciate you. You know, give her some eye contact. Let her know it's great to meet her. Okay? Now, if she's a hostess, this is what I say. Thanks for coming tonight. It was great to meet you. I'm so excited about your show. We're going to have so much fun. I'm going to be talking to you soon. Okay? That's what I say. If it's a prospect, then I'm saying, I'm so glad you came tonight. I really enjoyed meeting you. You're going to love Premier. I can't wait to share with you how Premier has blessed my family and how it can make a difference in your life. Okay? So I tell her something like that. All right. Now, I want you to remember people that don't check out. When I first went to my jewelry show, I wasn't able to purchase anything. Jacob was laid off from his job after 9/11. We had a preemie. She was 4 pounds. Just came home with her. I came to a show to be one of my sister-in-law's 10 people, and I couldn't buy anything. It wasn't a smart decision. So if she had not talked to me, then I was never at checkout. Is what I'm telling you. So don't forget the people who aren't at checkout. And let me tell you what they usually do. They normally go straight to the food. Have you ever noticed that? If not, pay attention. A lot of times they're not hanging out at the jewelry table because they're not going to get to order anything. And they're not thumbing through the catalog. A lot of times they just get up and walk and talk to the hostess, or they go get some snacks or whatever. Or they may just sort of be mosey into the door. While people are first shopping, this is your opportunity. And that's why I told you to go through your survey and split your people up. Because if she's not able to purchase, there's a good chance that she wants free jewelry or she needs extra income. And she may say it on the survey, but you never may see her at checkout. So you want to find her in the room. and you want to say, hey girl, I'm so glad you came tonight. Did you have fun? And she says, yes. I say, well, I would love to have fun with your friends and help you get some of this jewelry for free. What do you think about that? Okay, and you're just being like, I'm the jewelry lady. I want to help you get free jewelry. Okay? Maybe she said she's interested in the business. You would say, hey girl, I've noticed that you're interested in hearing more about what I do. I would love to share with you. When's a good time? Okay? So I go and I find her and I make sure that I have offered her to have a show and offered for her to hear more about Premiere. She deserves the opportunity just like everybody else, and she probably needs it. So seek her out. I think that's it. Let me see. Oh, I just wanted to remind you that if you aren't making the most of your checkout time, you are missing out on hostesses, you're missing out on new jewelers, and you're missing out on income. Okay? Take time to spend with people, getting to know them, offering what you have, okay, in Premiere. And I'm going to talk about in a second what awesome stuff we have in Premiere. That kind of leads me into my next thing. I had this training, I did this in Gardendale, and I need some girls to hold up these names. Okay, can you, like, hold this? It's people that can be seen. Can you hold that? Danielle, I'm giving you this. Putting you to work. We know you're not a jeweler yet, but we're already utilizing you. Okay, well, I want to share with you how we have awesome hope in Premiere. First of all, this is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice in it and be glad. Do y'all know that song? This is the day. You know that? Okay. Isn't it exciting to know that God created this very day? That it reminds me of my kids. I wake them up and say, "Rise and shine and give God the glory." You know, y'all know that song?
Yeah.
Rise and shine and give God the glory, glory. Okay. Well, all of this singing reminds me of Andy Horner. He's our founder of Premiere, and some of you may not know who he is. I'll tell you just a little bit. One thing that you always hear Andy say, his mother was an Irish scrub lady. Andy's an immigrant from Ireland. And she would sing and work all day long, okay? And singing made a big impact in Andy's life, his mom singing. At 89 years old, he still remembers his mother singing. Now, I'm not a singer, but I'm about to sing you a verse, a chorus, that his mom would sing. She sang this. I sing because there is an empty grave. I sing because there's a power to save. I sing because His grace is real to me. I sing because I know I'm not alone. I sing because someday I'm going home, where I shall sing for all eternity. Well, I have found myself doing a lot of singing lately. I work in the quiet of my house and I sing Bible hymns. Old school Bible hymns. Love it. And I've wondered at times what my neighbors might think. They're probably like, this lady is crazy. Especially week before last, I was singing God Bless America at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Just bouncing it out in my house. It's kind of crazy. But what I found is that when you have Jesus, you always have something to sing about. That's what Andy learned through his mom singing. Even as a poor Irish scrub lady, she always had something to sing about. I understand that there's a lot of uncertainty in our world right now. And one thing's for sure, that we have something to sing about still. I'm going to share a little personal story with you. Some of you, well, none of you, but Danielle really know me outside of tonight, so you probably haven't seen, but and known that, you know, my husband, I told you, went in furlough for the sequester. That was the first thing before the government shut down. Just means that he was only able to work 4 days a week, and they cut his hours, and he didn't accrue vacation time, and just things like that for a while. And so from June through part of September, he was on furlough, and Jacob works for the Department of Defense, and he's not had a cost of living raise in 5 years. And he, that's why I go to Haven of Hope Sunday. Woohoo! So excited! I can't wait. But anyway, for the last 2 years, he has worked at a business on the side. He started Jake's Power Wash, and he does really, really well with it. But he did that because we haven't had a cost of living raise in 5 years, and everybody knows that groceries are up, gas is up, just the cost of living is higher. So I've done a few more jewelry shows, and he started his side business. And so when we saw the news the morning that the government shutdown happened, I got on Facebook, and lots of people were posting. They were just hurting, but they were really fearful. Lots of people just really afraid and worried about what was going to happen. And I just wanted to tell them, just stop and wait just a minute, because we had already been through a really difficult time. And I wanted them to remember that God has us in the palm of his hand, you know. And this is what I shared with much prayer, that I would be an encourager through Facebook. And I wanted to take just a second and tell you, take an opportunity that most people don't. If you have a Facebook account, use it for encouragement. There's a lot of negative stuff on there, okay? And you have an opportunity to share encouraging words with other people. So this is I have exactly my post, okay? So I'm going to share it with you. I prayed that morning that God would help me say something that would encourage. And here's what it says. Government shutdown. Real big, bold letters. My husband works for the Department of Defense, and we have already experienced a furlough, and actually just got our first full paycheck in months this past week. And I'm not sure yet how this will affect Jacob's job, but what I do know is this. I choose not to let Satan paralyze me in fear. I serve a mighty God who's bigger than any problem I can or will face. I trust him 100%, because he tells me in Psalms 33, 17 through 19, that the righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them all. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. He saves those who are crushed in spirit. A righteous man may have many troubles, but the Lord delivers him from them all. In Jeremiah 32 and 27, Jesus says, I am the Lord, the God of all mankind. Is anything too hard for me? No, right? Romans 8:28 says, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. And Joshua 1 and 9 says, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. I choose to put my hope in him, praying for our nation, our leaders, and you and your families. You see, ladies and gentlemen, fear isn't from God. Fear is not of God. God is holding you up in his hands. I sing as I'm working to keep my focus on the Lord. And that's what Andy Horner's mother knew. She was not thinking about how hard she was working or how little she had. She was thinking about what she had to sing about. I get excited during times like these. They make me so grateful for Premier Designs. God has brought this business into my life for such a time as this. Okay? When I need it, that's why God brought it to me, for times like what we just went through. Okay? Do you know that you have a dose of hope to offer your friends, your family, your neighbors, your coworkers, your church family? I want to read to you an article. It's just a little clipping. It says at U.S. Army Fort Benning in Georgia, some families have found a small business enterprise uniquely suited for their lifestyle in direct selling. The Fort's publication shares how spouses are building community and earning additional income due in part to a relatively low startup cost, working at home flexibility, and training offered in direct selling. Owning your own business means you can take your job anywhere you go, says Carrie Morgan, a military spouse. It gives you the opportunity to put family first, work your own schedule, and it helps you meet people in your new environment as you introduce your business to the community. This is great for I don't know anybody. Who said that to me? This is quoted from an article in the August issue of Direct Selling News. Here's some more people. Ron from Seattle joined Direct Sales at 19 years old and searched for an environment in which he could find support and build new friendships. Erica from Texas joined direct selling industry after she lost her job before her maternity leave ended. Carrie launched a career in direct selling efforts to pay off her mortgage, and Stephanie became a direct seller so that she could help others improve their own fiscal health. Whatever one's role may be within the direct selling community, we can all find encouragement and inspiration through the countless success stories originated from the field. These men and women are more than just the backbone of this marvelous industry. They're also parents, coaches, teachers, military spouses, doctors, lawyers, and retired professionals. Their backgrounds in business prior to launching their direct selling careers range from high school diploma to advanced business degrees, and yet each stands on equal footing as part of the key direct selling model. And that's a quote, another quote from Direct Selling 411. What that's saying is that we are for equal opportunity. Everyone in Premier has the same opportunity to succeed, no matter your background or your education. You can help someone change their future. We don't have shutdowns in Premier. We don't have layoffs. We are always hiring. We make 50% with no sales quotas, no territory, no inventories required. We have ways to get started with zero money down. You can make money the very first day of business, and you make 10% 3 levels deep. You're okay. People need hope, ladies. They really do. The reason that we share is because people need money to pay bills. They do. People actually get into Premier right now for grocery money. Did you know that? There are ladies that are joining Premier because they need to make an extra $200 a month for groceries. Okay? They want to buy their kids Christmas. Right now, they can get in and pay cash for Christmas. Another reason is we sell and we get referrals because people know somebody, okay, that could use Premier. And everybody's not hurting. Did you know that my retail for September was over $5,000? Just for September. Do you know why? Because somebody was buying jewelry. People think, well, the government shut down. Well, they're still buying jewelry, okay? Don't you want to be the person to sell it to them? Do you want to be the person to sell jewelry to people? They're going to buy it. Do you pass them all and they're all parked in the parking lot? They're out there buying accessories, girls. Don't you want to sell it to them? And they buy a great product with Premier. And guess what it's doing? It's meeting my family's needs. They're getting great jewelry, and my hostesses are getting tons for free. Okay, so Premier is just a win-win. A wise woman will make more opportunities than she finds. A wise woman makes more opportunities than she finds. That means that sometimes opportunity doesn't come knocking at your door. Sometimes you have to roll up your sleeves, ladies, and you have to go find it. Okay? You have to get to work. Here's some businesses. Y'all hold up your businesses for me. Let me hold up hers. Okay, all of these have something in common. Do you see them? General Foods, Fisher Price, Geico, Krispy Kreme, Sony, Revlon, Smithfield, Travel Lodge, Advanced Auto Part, AutoState. Look at this. Playtex, Samsung. All these have something in common. Every one of these started during the Great Depression. Can you believe that? These are strong, big, growing businesses. And every one of them, not that they just survived it, they began. Do you know what work is involved in beginning? You know, they began in the Great Depression, and they are still strong. It's not easy for me to do shows and train and come to trainings, and I could easily make excuses. I had to drive my children tonight to my husband's second job so they could play outside while he sands down a 3-story log cabin for somebody, you know. So it would be easy for me to make excuses is what I'm telling you, okay? But my husband, see, he's always watched my kids for me to do my shows. He has been my supporter. And now that he has another job, we just have to work it out. And if I had to hire a babysitter, that's what I would do because I take my job seriously. This really meets a need for my family. And I just have to do it. And it's that never quit attitude and nothing's going to stop me that makes this business work for my family. Okay, so they either go to work with him or I ask family to watch them or I'd hire a babysitter, whatever it takes. Because I take my job seriously. I have to roll up my sleeves and get to work. This is a great quote.
And we have a white car.
I do. It's you.
I'm parked in or behind the driveway.
Okay. This is a great quote by Thomas Edison, and this is what it says. Opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and it looks like work. This is funny, it is, but it's true. But thank God for Premier, where you can make $30 to $80 an hour invested. Ladies, we have an amazing opportunity And America really needs what you have to offer. We need to give them something to sing about and get out and tell people what you have to offer, okay? We have an awesome opportunity with this business. You have the opportunity to change somebody's life. When I first went to a jewelry show, I never knew that Premier would meet so many needs in my life, okay? And when you went to a jewelry show, did you think that you were going to walk away a Premier Jewelry Lady?
No.
No, absolutely not. But somebody invited you. First of all, it took a hostess to say yes to have a party. It took a jewelry lady to come to that show. And that's what it took, okay, for you to have this opportunity. And I know that for me, I am so thankful that my sister-in-law Stephanie had a jewelry show, and that my crazy fun sponsor Missy Marcus, who's not even in Premier anymore, did that jewelry show, and she got to talk about her faith, and I was attracted to that. And did you know that she never told me I'd be good at it, and she never called me, and I went to a show in October, and the next February I called her, because God planted a seed in me when I heard that, and it turned into this burning desire. And I picked up the phone from my old catalog, and I called Missy Marcus, and I said, please tell me what to do to start selling Premier. And that's how I became a jewelry lady. And it wasn't because someone believed in me or told me I'd be good. It's because God used an opportunity of me sitting at a home show, and I couldn't even afford to buy a piece of jewelry, okay? And you get to go and do a jewelry show where God can use you to plant a seed. I'm going to share one more little story with you. And sometimes God allows us to see things. He doesn't have to, but He does. And about a year and a half ago, I got a Facebook message from one of my former jewelry ladies. She was in my second level in Premier, and she wanted me to meet her for lunch. And you know what I thought? Woo, she's going to sign back up. I'm so excited. You know, or she wants to have a jewelry party. You know, I thought, this is awesome. Yes, I'm going to meet her for lunch. So we met the very next day. We met at this Mexican restaurant, and I came in and I sat in this booth way in the back. And she said, do you know why I asked you to have lunch with me? And I said, no, I don't. And she said, well, I don't know if you remember. She said, but let me tell you that my husband and I went on vacation this summer, and I decided when we got home that I was going to divorce him. She said, we had just been through a really hard time. And she said, on that trip, I don't know what happened. She said, when we got home, he just asked, can we go to church tomorrow? She said, and we went to church that Sunday, and we've been going ever since. And she said, God has really changed our life. And she said, I am trying to tell everybody that made a difference. I want you to know what you did. And I'm like, oh, this is awesome, you know. And so she's just crying and in tears. And I'm going to tell you that I did something. I don't even remember doing it. And it's just because God used me. It really wasn't me. Okay? It wasn't anything I did. It's just that I acted upon a feeling that God gave me. I listened. That's all. And so I had an OP, and my first level jeweler had this was her first jeweler, and this is when we did paper. And she didn't know how to fill out the application. And she said, can I bring my new jeweler and you'll help us fill out the application? And I said, sure. So they get there, and I've got ladies on the couch ready to hear, and this lady is squalling. I mean, crying. She is sobbing. And I'm just like, oh. I said, well, let's go. And I have a ranch-style house, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. There is no extra room to go to. So we went to the nursery. We went to Brody's nursery. And I'm like, are you okay? And she said, well, on my way here, my husband called, and he just got fired from his job. And she said, I'm just terrified. She said, I'm going to pull money out of our savings to do this business, and I am scared to death. And then we didn't have a small package. She was pulling out $1,145 plus tax. And so that's what I remember about that night. So I'm sitting down, and she said, do you remember saying a prayer with me? And I said, no, I don't. And she said, well, we stood in your son's nursery. She said, and you prayed for me and my husband and my business and my decision. And she said, God planted that seed in me. She said, and I've always remembered that. And she said, everything I've done has grown from what God did in my heart that night. Ladies, can you imagine that? God did not have to share that with me. He didn't. It was this encouragement. And I share it with you to tell you that those little things that you do, with those ladies that you meet, that you think, I didn't remember even praying with her. That's just something that I would do. You know what I mean? But it made a difference. And so you have that opportunity with your business to serve and love on these people. You have the opportunity to enrich lives and change their future forever. Not just because of Premier, but what you allow God to do with you through Premier. So anyway, hope you're encouraged.
So good. Thank you. Yeah,
thank you so much.
Okay, good. What about you, this score?
All of these companies started in the Great Depression.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. Okay. All right, well, look at that. We're right on time. Are y'all excited? Okay, so next month, if I ask you to lead a group, you're leading a group next month, okay? Yes? Right. So I'll come back for training next month because we're breaking out in small groups. Okay, really quick, I want to do a couple, well, let's clap for Amber. Y'all give her a big round of applause. Great job. Tonight. Thank you so much for that. Y'all make sure to stop and chat with her before you leave. She's such a great encouraging just woman of God. I hope that y'all just felt that as she was speaking tonight. But let's do a couple more sticky notes for fun before we close out in prayer. So, Allison, what you got?
It says, dream to be out of debt.
Ooh, dream to be out of debt. That's a good one.
And I'm going to say that was Christy because I heard her start to write it down. She was like, dream to be. I was like, shh.
Tell me. Good. I hope Premier can meet your dream to get you out of debt. That's so good.
It's on the floor right here, Bert.
Yeah, I think so. Or Robin, did you get one? Carmen, did you get one?
Yeah, I get one.
Okay.
I graduated from Auburn with an art degree.
Ooh, I know some artists. This room. Anybody?
You're smiling. No, I'm just smiling because I'm looking at everyone's faces too.
Yeah.
Can't tell.
Art degree. Brittany, is that you?
Oh!
I didn't know you graduated with an art degree too.
Oh, you're fine.
Good. Awesome to know these guys. Okay, Christy.
I lived in 8 different states.
Oh, that's a good one.
Natalie.
Is that you?
Yes. I already knew that.
I didn't
I've
even
used that before, I think. Something like that.
That's good. Beth?
I grew up on a farm.
Beth.
I didn't get mine.
I mean, it's possible.
I mean, I kind of did, but this is not mine.
Grew up on a farm.
I actually did grow up on a farm, but that's not mine.
I thought it was you two.
I grew up on a ranch, technically.
Horses?
Horses.
Carmen. Did you do?
Robin?
I live on a farm, but I didn't grow up on a farm.
Okay, who was it?
Did they already leave?
Probably already gone.
Oh, it's me.
That's awesome. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, and I have one. I am extremely shy.
Oh, wow. Okay, who's really shy?
Carmen.
Did you write that?
No, I was the older.
No, she's on.
Okay.
Shy. Shy people in this room that I know of.
You're not.
It depends. I cover up my shyness by talking.
Maybe some of Joanna.
Yeah, some of that what? Joanna, you think?
She already did hers.
Oh, yeah. Anybody in this room? Robin. No.
I don't believe that.
You are a talker. Well,
I'm like her.
You cover it
I
up.
Cover it up real well.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one you have to like get to know them a little bit more.
I mean, I've actually been accused of being a snob because of that.
Yeah.
And so always give somebody a second chance if you think that.
I bet Premier, though, has
So
been really
true.
good for you to get you out of that box.
Well, it really has. And every year, like, you know, I work for a software company, and we have a huge user conference every year, which is why I'm never at our September meetings, by the way. I can't do September, August and September because of user conferences. I have to do presentations. And the shows that I do for Premier keep me in practice so that I may be talking with 3 ladies or 15 ladies at a show, which I haven't been doing much of lately. But that preps me for my 50 to 75 people in a room for my presentations that I do.
That's awesome.
So I mean it's great practice, and I can tell when I'm not in practice. oh my gosh, we're gonna these people. Oh my gosh.
That's good. That's so good. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, how many more do we have? Any more? Okay, go ahead, Natalie.
I am extremely OCD about almost everything.
Ooh.
Danielle.
I didn't do one, but that would be true.
What
That
about
would be
Amber?
No,
Did you
I
write
didn't do one. I didn't. It's only about my calendar.
Yeah.
Everything else is not.
No. What about Amber? What about you? Are you extremely
It can be
OCD?
true, but I don't now.
Oh, that's right. You're the meow. That's right. Meow.
Now it's
Goodness. Morgan?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Fess up. Oh, Carmen. Good to know. See, we're finding out all these great facts. Okay, Katie, do you have one?
No, I don't.
Okay, Taryn?
I want to pay for a vacation to Disney all by myself.
Oh, this is a good one. Beth?
What do you guess?
I pretty much think everybody wants to pay for a trip to Disney.
Anybody in this room? Oh, good. Also, you know, Premier just paid for us all to go to Disney over the summer. That's pretty good. Should have joined earlier. But Premier can fund it without it paying for it. So, there you go. Good deal. Okay. Oh, one more.
I accidentally tackled a girl in flag football and got nicknamed Savage Beast.
That's a really good one. Tara? Oh, I love that. See,
Just because I can see you turning red.
So my maiden name is Savage.
That's right, yeah.
So my maiden name is Savage, and man, the girl, she was like in the way, and I was like falling forward, and I went to an art school, and so they couldn't play sports. So that's my disclaimer.
Savage Beast.
But it became endearing. It was like,
Your next
Savage
email.
Beast. Yeah.
How many art people do we have in this room?
Like
Art, like artsy, graduated with art, or any art design, graphic arts, anything.
Yes.
It seems to really be a strong trait here. So
Love our artists here in Birmingham. Good culture of artists. Okay, that was fun. Did y'all enjoy that?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna actually stand up and hold hands and pray tonight. Like, but we won't sing Kumbaya. I promise. Oh, they're all had to. I had to.
You're one of us.
Yes.